Jamie, just a couple of things in terms of the team this week. You've tried all three hookers this year. What specifically are you looking for Jack to give you this week?
I guess the question we ask ourselves as coaches is why, and it's just around consistency really. And so Jack has always created some impact for us as a team. He came on the other day, he's done that well. I remember the first game of the season that he got against the Blues. He creates, some energy for the forward pack in the team in big moments. And so when you have inconsistent performances, you're kind of looking for a solution in some ways. Last game, Soane has been also good for us at most of the time. Didn't execute at line out time, and so Jack gets a crack.
Tane Robinson at 10, his last game didn't end so well, as we all know. We talked about that a bit at the time. And how's Tane bounced back, and what are you looking for from him?
Well, with Tane, I feel sorry for Tane because all eyes were him. Because I guess everyone that was in the stadium felt that was the problem. But I look at the first 50 minutes where we didn't create enough rugby, enough scoring opportunities. And in many cases we were quite flat, and that was disappointing. Then the bench comes on, gets us back into the game, and it goes down to one kind of movement. So look, he's been good for us at the start of the season. Another position that's been inconsistent in terms of performances, hampered by injuries, from guys. So I just want to give him another go. Yeah.
10 years since a rather special night against the Hurricanes in Wellington. Are you hoping for a bit of inspiration to hit this Friday night?
10 years.
Coming up 10 years,
yeah, well, I've been away for 8 of them, so I must have been coaching the team then. So, look, the Hurricanes are a quality side, lots of All Blacks. And a team, I remember when we played them earlier in the round, they were a team in a really tough position. And, credit to the side, they've been able to battle their way out of that position into finals footy, which sort of highlights the quality of their player roster.
Are you capable of battling your way out of a tough position and making the playoffs?
I think every week that when we go to play, every team, when it comes to this day, which is one training to go, as a squad, as a coaching team, we're confident that we can win.
Jamie, how do you put pressure on the Hurricanes? Because they're a team that, once they get momentum, they've got athletes to put points on teams quickly. How do you try and stop that?
Yeah, well, I think we're a team now in the position that we've found ourselves in. Is that we've got to be really us focused, not too worried about what the Hurricanes are going to do. If we can put our stamp on the mark by executing our set piece, creating some pressure through the way that we want to play the game, I think that's the best way that we can stop the Hurricanes, as opposed to worrying about everything that they've done and what they can do. So we've got a couple of guys coming back, as you know, in terms of selection, a little bit more experience. Been quite happy with our pack. Our pack's been pretty good, apart from last week in the line-out. They've been consistently, getting us enough ball, I guess, so we can actually create. We just got to take those opportunities.
You mentioned just the head in there that number 2 jersey, number 10 has been a little bit inconsistency this year. Is there any other positions you see that inconsistency, looking with one eye forward to next year? Yeah,
I think that's where we're at. It's I don't want to highlight inconsistency. I think our fans and our players see at times we can be quite brilliant, and at times we can be quite poor. And so as a coach, you find you're always looking for solutions for the poor sides and the poor performances, and that generally results in selection changes. But now what's really important is that we finish the season off the way that we started it, in a positive frame of mind in terms of how we play the game of rugby, and so we don't lose people. And I think our guys are preparing well for that. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.